There is a rising 7-month channel top this week at 469.54 that can contain near to midterm buying pressures on the way up to our 524.64 objective. And so 469.54, that range of resistance begins at 461.76 on the daily chart. This is our ceiling of resistance. Following a testing of this important channel top, we can fall back to channel support within a month or two of testing the 460s resistance back to the 360s, possibly in as little as 3 to 5 weeks. In fact, it was the settlement on Friday below 440.35 that does maintain a heavy dynamic, one that invites continued selling pressures this week and really into later October. We could, over the next 3 to 5 weeks or sooner, fall into this significant zone of support between 351.12 and 362.39. If you're a 3 to 5 week swing trader, this was a solid area to sell into. If you're short now, after selling that area on strength, bravo. If you sold the market on Friday with the settlement below 440.35, that is the valid approach on weakness. So you're either selling a market on strength, as the 460s would be, or you're selling it on weakness with a confirmed sell signal, as occurred on Friday with the settlement below 440.35. So 440.35 is an area to sell into on a daily basis, and in fact, it does also present a 3 to 5 week sell signal opportunity. On the way down, we do have 402.36. I really wouldn't want you to sell the market unless we close today below 402.360, but 403.60 precedes it, and this is actually an even more respectable rising channel top. 403.60 is in itself a meaningful channel structure, and it actually might contain weekly selling pressures. If you're a 3 to 5 day swing trader, you're selling 440.35 if given the opportunity and taking profits at 403.60. And 423.87, we slipped through it certainly on Friday. It can contain intraday selling pressures. Above 423.87, 440.35 is in reach today. Below 423.87, 403.60 is likely. If there's a spot that you can buy into this week, it really is 403.60, which is backed up by 402.36. Now, closing below 402.36 today or later this week points to a bearish continuation into the 360s over the next 3 to 5 weeks. This 362.39 level, backed up by a daily channel bottom at 351.12, can absorb selling through the rest of the year, above which 524.64 remains a 5 to 8 month objective, unless we close this week above 469.54. And now we're talking, I think, 3 to 5 week target where we could top out through the first quarter of 26 and fall away.
Want more wins in your portfolio? Get Daily SPY and Triple Q analysis that gives you a clear plan for the market's next move, plus 2 high probability stock picks each week, complete with entry, stop, and targets. Standout names we've covered include GE Vernova, AMD, and Robinhood. Start trading with a plan at wickedstocks.com.